Welcome to the DIY series with me, Frank Valtier's, where I teach you and I show you how to build cool things. And in today's video, I'm going to give you a full tour of this Snap-on truck that I bought right behind me. It's an older Snap-on truck. It's a 2002 Freightliner 5.9 Cummins with an Allison transmission. It's a mouthful right there, I know. Usually I have built food trailers which have no motor, but now it's a little bit more of a challenge. I had to find something that had a motor in it, and let me give you the full inside tour so you guys can see it, and I'll show you kind of the vision that I have for it, see if it actually works. But on the outside right here, what I'm going to do on the left side, on the passenger side, I'm going to actually cut out a window like I do on all my food trucks. So I'm going to cut out a big massive window, and that way, from JR aluminum again, and that way we get some nice air inside and it feels bigger than what it really is, because once you let some sunlight in, some daylight in, it always feels bigger inside a room. So with that right here is, it powers up the inverter. This is what I've known. This is all new to me, just so you guys know. This powers up the inverter, which the inside, it gives you this. You guys ready for the full tour? Come on in. It's like Cribs episode on MTV when they used to have those. So right here what we have is this cool little jump seat in case somebody wants to come in and be your passenger, and it can be like, hello. So there's a jump seat right there. This is that inverter that I was telling you guys about that powers up all the things inside that I'm going to show you right now, which are like the lights that you can use the truck if it's off. So it's nice to have that little option on there, is what the gentleman was telling me when I bought this truck. I bought it on tooltrucks.com, so if you're looking for something similar, that's where I found the best option, or you can find it on an auction. But tooltrucks.com is where I found this 16-foot Freightliner. It's a MT45 is what it is. Right here, obviously, you have the captain's chair. I drove this the other day, and it was interesting. One thing that it does have, it needs an oil change, and it also needs, I think they call it a gearbox, or like this power steering rod. I don't even know what it is, I'm not a mechanic, but it's leaking a little oil. So I had my mechanic, I called him, and next week he's gonna take a look at it and replace that and do the oil change and just a regular tune-up, maybe the spark plugs and whatnot. As I mentioned, I do not know anything about engines anymore. All my cars are electric, except for my Avalanche, which pulls my food trailer. So there it is up front. Right here is just the switches for the inside. Come on in, I'll show you the rest. Welcome. It does have a radio, just so you guys know. The other day I was listening to some country music on the way home. I bought it in the city of LaPorte, Indiana. Great city, it has a big lake, massive lake that is actually very nice. I went there twice, one to see it and then the second time to actually buy it. So right here, my vision, it's a 16-foot box. What that means is almost is the size of my trailers that I use on my food truck. So it measures 16 from right here where I'm at. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I wear a size 12 shoe, so that's what I know. So it's 16 feet from here to the back, which is what my trailers measure. So if I'll tell you guys this, I don't know if I want to turn it into a food truck. That's kind of my debate. I'm in the fence. Do I want to turn it into it's hot in here, just so you guys see me sweating. I don't know if I want to turn it into a food truck or a mobile office. So if it's a food truck, you guys are going to kind of know the layout. The sinks will go right here, the cooking equipment, the hood and all that fun stuff, the window on this side and the sinks. But if I want to turn it into a mobile office, what I think I want to do is put a desk right here with my computers. This is like my own little desk right here. And from here all the way to the back, I would make it all TVs in the background. Everything from top to bottom. I'd make it full TVs where I can do my podcast, which I want to do more in Spanish. I don't know if you guys ever follow Andy Frisella. First Form, he owns a nutrition company called First Form. Kind of that same style that he does. He does a lot of like news. They call it Cruise the Internet. So he has a lot of that style, and then where he just talks, banter back and forth with the gentleman that's with him. But I want to do something like that in Spanish. That's kind of like the vision, and also going into more into the Medicare space. So it's kind of like my mobile office that I want to take around just as a marketing billboard, and show off to the senior community, to the community in general, and help out, just grow the business. So that's kind of like the vision that I have for it. On this side, that's what I would do if I was going to make it into a mobile office. Again, it's still 50-50. Do I want to do a food truck or a mobile office? Regardless, I'm going to show you everything that I do and how you can turn this shelving into a full either office or food truck. So you guys are going to know one or the other. It's going to turn into something. All this up top, you guys can see all these. You can probably use it for all their tools. We're going to put lights in here, make it nice and bright, and also cover all this up. Obviously, make it so it looks professional, like an office should. Just like your office, if you work in an office, exactly the same way is going to be that same one. And also an air conditioner. So right here, somebody asked me this question the other day on one of my food truck videos, is what kind of air conditioner is the best for a food truck or food trailer? I'm about to find out, because right here, all we have is a little fan. So I'm going to replace that with an air conditioner. That way it's nice and cool back here as well as the front. There's an air conditioner that blows, but if you can have two of them, obviously it's much better. Am I going to install a generator? I need to find that out, the ins and outs of all that fun stuff. But on this side right here, this is where I was showing you guys on the outside that I want to turn it. I'm going to cut a window out right here. I'm going to cut a big window exactly like my food truck, so you guys are going to be able to see that same setup that I have on the food trucks. On this side right here, obviously all this shelving would go away. Right down here, on this side is where they have an inverter. So you guys remember the front ones that you guys saw? This is where you have an inverter right here that you can plug in all these cool things. That's where they have this right here, all the inverters. That's how you power up the lights and whatnot. But obviously they give us a little toolbox, a little snap-on toolbox. I guess it's free because it came with the truck. Ah, he didn't give me the keys for it. And they give me all these little winches. Look at that. You got, man, look at that. He didn't give me the keys for this. But all this is going to get pretty much trashed. Not because it's trashed, just because I have no use for it. He gave me all these little ratchet straps as well. So if you guys want some, hey, you guys can have them. Come find them. But that's kind of like the setup that I have here. It's nice and spacious. You guys can see it's about, so I'm how tall am I? 5'9". So it is 5'9". So it's about 6 foot wide, maybe a little bit, maybe probably about 7 foot wide. So it's pretty nice. So it's a nice width, exactly like you would have in your food trailer if you guys have a trailer. So it's very comparable in size. So if my mobile office idea doesn't work, hypothetically, let's say it doesn't work and I don't like it, this doesn't make sense, I could always convert it into a food truck. So worst case scenario, it can be a great mobile office, or it can be a phenomenal food truck that I'll just like sell my trailer and I'll just use this one because it's actually pretty fun to drive. Right here, there's a door that goes to the back. It actually has a lift gate. Oh my gosh, I'm sweating. It has a lift gate that comes attached with the snap-on trucks. If you guys have seen these around the city, they have they roll out the cabinets of tools, so they need a lift gate to be able to drop that for their customers and whatnot. But that's kind of the show and tell that I have for you guys here. This is the full almost tour of the food trailer or mobile office that we're gonna do. Now I can actually officially call it a food truck if I were to turn it into a food truck or a mobile office on wheels. Whatever we name it, it's gonna be a money-making machine, because either one of the two, it's gonna produce marketing, it's gonna produce more sales, more customers, and at the end of the day, that's how you grow any business. You market it, you treat your customers well, you get referral business and repeat business, and then you just keep repeating it over and over and over again until you have enough that you can build a big book of business where you really don't have to look for work every single day. Again, I'm Frank Baltierrez, sweating here, talking to you guys inside this hot food truck, snap-on truck, mobile office. Thanks again for watching. Thanks again for subscribing. And for all the comments, please drop them below, and I answer each and every one myself. Don't forget, my ebook is out if you guys want access to that. It shows you all the detailed videos and exclusive videos to all the previous food trucks that I built. Shopping with me at Home Depot, shopping with me at different stores where I help you guys find products that you guys need for the food truck build. More detailed than the ones that I have on YouTube. These are on YouTube as well, but they're unlisted, so they're more of a private exclusive video that I made specifically for the people that buy the ebook, which the link is below. Thanks again. We're out of here.